Hello? Oh, I'm fucking stupid. Oh, it's a shame. I think there's a crossbow over there. It's not a big deal, but
Go and... Gone mad, have you? Why me?
I think the katana is like, yeah, 14. I think the one in Blighttown's like a little better, but it requires like a jump that I don't want to do. Well, I wasn't really planning on being dexterity for this anyway, so just kind of whatever. I'm not sure if I can use the battle axe. Yeah, I can. I might have this. It might do more damage. Thunder Resin battle axe might do more damage than Astora. I'm not exactly sure. This is actually the first time I'm using Astora like ever. So we'll see. Oh. I forgot how you can get a backstab. You just gotta like be really slow and then like, okay. I was like how do you do this again? Unlucky. I could stack my discovery up. That would be pretty. That'd be the best chance to try to get the Black Knight weapons already, but it's not a big rush. I kind of want the Ultra Great Sword, but I don't have the stats to use it, so it's kind of whatever. This isn't really like a collect everything playthrough. It's just kind of a normal playthrough anyway. So the Titanite demon or the slug. I guess he's one more. I think. It's pretty good. Should be able to upgrade my weapon. When I reach the blacksmith, hopefully. Alright. I want to like try to max. I want the demon great axe just for curiosity's sake. So. Great. 377. $107. That's not bad. He creates like an aftershock, I think, so it's kind of annoying. I think it actually has to drop in order to get the weapon. That's a shame. Oh well. Keep forgetting like it defaults to no.
Oh, hello. Then the way I displeases. We are amid the flood. The very there's no but used to some and engage, of course. But if you.
I don't think I've ever done the storylines or the quest lines, so I might actually try. I'm not trying to get like the good endings. I'll probably just get the bad endings. I think you can get a claymore early if you can clear the bridge. But not really interested in that this time. Need more health, I think. I do want to mess with pyromancy this playthrough because I never really done anything in that category in this game, so I'll give it a shot. I don't think in this game you need anything other than attunement for that type of stuff. So, oh wait, attunement isn't a. Oh yeah, it is a thing. Okay, cool. I was like, what? I need more stamina. I'd like to get 100 stamina, honestly. Oh, really? Oh, wait, yeah, they can attack from behind the shield. Right. Let's swap to the flame. I do need to be more careful. Actually, my flask count is kind of low. I was hoping I could parry that. People running up from behind? Okay, cool. I couldn't remember. Ow. Ow. As long as I don't get headshot, it's fine. So, this is a little funny. I usually deal with it like this. I know other people do the jump critical attack, but with these alluring skulls, you could do... Oh, hang on. I wasn't close enough to parry. Okay, whatever, game. So usually you can just do a jump attack and then like just stab him in the butt because his butt's exposed. But because like you get these alluring skulls, I'm just gonna use it here. And then like he kind of gets near the fire, right? Okay, you're supposed to get near the fire, brother. There you go. And like he cooks himself alive. Really effective. But you gotta be careful because it could also randomly call out other people hiding. Ooh, did he drop the helmet? Oh, shit. It's kind of a rare drop. This is pretty decent armor, too. It weighs a bit, but it's really good armor. So you can get lucky, get some good helmet, get a good helmet. We're medium rolling though, so I'm just gonna unequip. Oh shit, yeah, we're heavy with this. It's like 8 pounds, so. All right, I guess we're medium rolling. I like to fast roll usually, but beggars can't be choosers. All right, so the next thing is the great sword wielding, the ultra great sword wielding Dark Knight up here, Black Knight, I guess. You could try fighting him legit. I wouldn't really advise that because he can like easily like body you. So have I beat him legit? I don't think I've ever beaten him legit. Most of the time I just like toast him, right? But because like normally like he can like 2-shot you pretty easily. Or like I think he can actually 1-shot you. So like what I usually do is I just kind of like this is so funny. I'm very surprised this worked. Then he doesn't give you anything because you beat him the unfair way. Yeah, I don't like slow rolling, so I'm just gonna unequip that. There. Oh, yeah. So, also, hi, Geo. I see that you're here in a rare moment of not working. I'm happy. In a rare moment of not raiding or working. I'm very happy to see that. Happy New Year. I hope you had a really good New Year that was restful. Oh, you're a soup guy? Okay, okay. I'm not... I don't like soup like that. My wife loves soup. I'm sure she would love soup. I also, like, really don't drink that much. But I see the vision, and I'm very happy for you. Did I get that key? Mystery key, yes. Bro, I love flavor text. This is the game that got me into reading some stuff. I really, really like it. Like, you can read these keys. It gives you background and lore. You can read, like, upgrade material. Like, I love it. It's really fun. I love reading. I love reading when it has to do with, like, when it's organic. Not when I have to, like, do it to clear something. So I like this area in particular because I could potentially get the Balder swag sword, but it is really rare. Even at 5 humanity, I don't think I can get it that easily. I think I might just get a lot of S-Tox and stuff. So the Knight Shield is like technically the first official shield you can get through exploration on the normal path, the normal trail. The Knight Shield is just a basic Knight Shield. It looks kind of neat. It's elegantly painted, blah, blah, blah. But the Dragon Crest Shield is from going off the beaten trail, and I think it has much better fire resistance, but this has slightly better magic resistance. The trade-off basically is smaller shields have better magic resistance unless stated otherwise. So it's pretty cool. Of course, you don't really need a shield. Most people who don't play with shields usually use the Grass Crest shield for the stamina increase, but I don't have access to that right now. I will get it later, though. I think this does 100... This does 80 physical, 80 magic. So technically, this is like one of the best starting weapons in the game. Everything else is 90, 95, but the trade-off is these weapons can be enhanced with consumables. The attack magic, this one cannot. It's just, you can't like stack stuff like that. I'm gonna get double teamed. Nah, bruh. No, no, sir. I heard the footsteps behind me. Yeah, the sword this guy has is the Balder swag sword. It's a really good dexterity weapon. I did a dexterity playthrough the last time I beat this game, I think, so I'm just going to go straight into what's the word? I'm gonna go strength this time, or quality. There's a boss weapon I want to use that I can't really use until end, like kind of late game. So I'll probably keep my stats quality-ish. So it's a basement key. Basement key. Basement key opens the lower part of the undead burg, and it just tells you what you're gonna fight down there already. Wily thieves and wild dogs that serve the Capra demon. That's kind of neat. Halberd. Halberd is a really good weapon. It's a quality weapon. The scaling is DD, later CC. It's one of the best beginner weapons in the game because it has like hilarious range and it's just generally really strong. I think it was the first weapon I seriously used when I first played Dark Souls, like back in 2013, 14. I don't remember, but yeah. God. Oh, God. I thought, like, I thought I misinputted and, like, jumped off the area. Yeah, me and Maria just went to see family. And we got a lot of food. We have so much food. It's kind of crazy. So I'm gonna play it safe because I'm a safety gamer when I play Dark Souls. Gonna activate the bonfire and enhance my sword if possible. I believe this takes Twinkling Titanite, so that's fine. This is going to be used as a home base of sorts, most likely. So we're gonna kindle this. Get 10 bonfire. Get 10 Estus. You can repeatedly kindle stuff as much as you can, and if you play New Game Plus, it's encouraged. But like most Souls games, New Game Plus doesn't really add anything special to the cycle. Exceptions are obviously things like Dark Souls 2 has a really good New Game Plus, and other stuff like that. So this is like kind of cool. It's like you're talking to like a pretty normal like blacksmith guy, but it's like yeah, he's normal, but why the fuck does he have the crest of Artorias? I find that interesting. It's like, why is he guarding this? It's very strange. Or why is he holding on to that? Because the only way to access that, you have to the only way to access that is to buy it off of him or kill him, which, you know, you don't want to kill him. That's like kind of cool. Okay, so I can upgrade a Stora's Greatsword. I'm gonna do that. It's pretty good. Special weapons just take Twinkling, which is cool. So if you get early Twinkling Titanite, you're pretty much set. But yeah, since this is a quality weapon for the most part, we're safe to put in points into everything. I'm not putting any more points into Faith because I just wanted enough Faith to wield it efficiently. So yeah, so we're gonna kill the gargoyles hopefully. I am a bit out of practice, so I might hilariously die to the gargoyles. But we'll see. I'm not really considering myself like a good Dark Souls gamer, but you know, I at least hope I could kill the I hope I could kill the gargoyles in one try. We'll see. So useful Estus +1 thingy mabob is guarded by this Great Knight. He's in all iron armor. He's using a great shield and a great mace. I believe if you get lucky, he does drop his ultra great sword but it's a very rare drop, I think. Yeah, normally he just drops a Titanite shard, which is fine. Firekeeper soul, I think this is what it's called, right? Yeah. So like you can consume it for like 5 humanity for some reason, but mainly its main use is to get the +1, +2 flask shenanigans. So taking this elevator unlocks a shortcut. You can hop off this elevator and you can do this little jump. If you can make it, but I can't make it. You basically make that jump, you're able to climb the ruins up there. You can get a key, and it's a way to get back to the tutorial area, which is kind of cool. The tutorial area gives you a shit ton of nice items. Again, the revisit, and you can fight a really hard boss. Or he's hard only because of like the circumstances you fight him in. If you fight him as early as possible, he's kind of hard, but you fight a lot of Dark Knights there, but he's an optional boss. You can just skip him completely, right? You can fight a lot of Dark Knights there, and then you can get a peculiar doll that lets you into the painted world, which is really cool. So if you want to reinforce your Estus flask, you just talk to the Firekeeper, get that +1. Later on in a quest chain, she could die, and when you get back her Firekeeper soul, you can +1 your flask again, or you can, what's the word? You could return her back to her form. She'll be able to talk, but she obviously does not want to talk because she thinks that she's like a sinner because she's talking. More or less, it's a very like truncated version of her lore. I just remember bits and pieces. If you read her lore, her armor, because when she dies, you can loot her armor, right? If you read the lore of that armor, it's like it's hinted that like her legs have been like disabled. So like she's stuck there. Like she cannot like even if she didn't want to be a firekeeper, she can't like back out of it because they crippled her ass. These are one of the funny enemies that can parry you. He does like a parry stance and he could just parry you. But you know, if you're good at the game, you should be fine. Oh my god, I'm gonna get killed. Okay, so this is the worst case scenario. These guys are now giga buffed, so you gotta be a little careful. Alright, cool. So this guy. Okay, so that's like one of the worst case scenarios you could ever give me as a player. So he's surrounded by Baldur Knights now, and that's problematic. Especially if he buffs the Baldur Knights. The Dark Cultists can do a lot of silly shit. They're also responsible for kidnapping maidens for Seath's experiments, I think, and turning them into octopus monsters. But we'll deal with that later. Fire takes care of that, though. He can rarely drop his channeling trident, which is kind of neat. It has a special effect where it'll like buff people around you. That's really cool. I'm very glad that fire tends to be sticky. Titanite Shard. Yeah, Titanite Shard is very common from them. You can also get pieces of their Baldur armor set. It looks really ugly. I don't particularly like it. Other small stuff like that. You can get the buckler, you can get a rapier from them as well, but the real shit is the Baldur side sword. You will not be able to buy it until a decent chunk later into the game when there is a certain vendor you can get to that can sell it. Yeah. It's not like the best dexterity weapon. It's just a really cool weapon. From what I remember in terms of pure scaling, I believe the Great Scythe has the best dexterity scaling in the game, making it like a very, very, very strong weapon. So it's kind of cool. I basically, most of my knowledge from Dark Souls comes from this one creator, Epic Name Bro. He unfortunately has deleted a vast majority of his Souls videos. The remaining ones only accessible via people circulating the videos and tapes, right? It's kind of a shame. So you free this guy. This is the guy that kills the Shrine Maiden if you let him linger around enough time, or long enough. I forgot the time limit, but it's like, I think if you ring the bell in Blighttown, he will kill the maiden and escape. Rendering that save point inactive, which is kind of crazy, like if you think about it, right? Like it definitely handicaps you. But if you get the soul back and stuff, you get his armor and his ring, which is a very, very strong ring. But yeah, going back to like what my knowledge is about this game, it does come from a guy. Most of it comes from watching him a shit ton when I was like really, really into Dark Souls. I watch Epic Name Bro. Unfortunately, he's one of the, like, in my opinion, he's like a textbook case of like a YouTuber who like just got so frustrated at his fan base. So like when he transitioned to Twitch and wanted to like have nothing to do with Dark Souls beyond like, you know, like he wanted nothing to do with Dark Souls because the majority of people badgering him about Dark Souls shit got too annoying. So like he deleted like he deleted a majority of his videos, I think. He's a streamer now. I don't particularly like watching him because it's kind of like a misery simulator. He's like really, really nitpicky and stuff, which is normally fine. But it's just like he can be a bit of a downer sometimes. It's like I'm not going to watch a stream for you to be like a downer. Or like if you're a downer, I'm not gonna watch your stream, right? Like I want to just, you know, I want to hear insightful things and stuff, but I don't want like it's just kind of frustrating hearing somebody like be a doomer repeatedly, right? So that's just me anyway. So the only reason why I'm using Solaire is because I want his quest chain to keep going. So basically, you have to kill this stuff fast enough, but you have to make sure Solaire doesn't die. I believe that's the requirements to keeping the quest line going. But or maybe you don't have to, and I'm thinking about Dark Souls 3. But hey, you know, I'm just trying my best here. So we got really lucky. We got the gargoyle halberd and the gargoyle tail axe. It's kind of interesting. This is pretty much a very standard halberd. It's kind of goofy, but the gargoyle tail axe is kind of cool because I believe it's alt attack. It's like strong attack. It like whips the tail, and that's kind of cool. So you go up here, you ring the first bell. That's cool. Now you're gonna ring one more. If you play online, you can hear the bell ringing in other you can hear like an echo of the bell ringing, and it's supposed to represent other players echoing ringing the bell. It's kind of cool. I never really play online Dark Souls because like I really don't like care about it. Co-op stuff aside, I don't PvP that much, and like, you know, that's pretty much it. I like being a human instead of an undead raisin, which is why I like, because if you pop humanity, you'll make yourself open to what's the word? You make yourself open to invasions. So Oswald sells some very interesting stuff. It's mostly just like silly stuff, like Purging Stone. This is really cool because it breaks curse. If you ever become cursed, this is what you utilize. Of course, getting cursed is kind of hard nowadays. I think on release Dark Souls, curse buildup was kind of crazy. He gives like random like this very niche miracle, Velka's talisman, that draws upon faith, not faith, but intelligence. And some neat rings. Poison Bite is a neat ring. Blood Bite, you know, stuff that helps prevent you from getting poisoned or bleed. Ring of Sacrifice. That one's pretty neat. If it breaks, you don't lose anything. But yeah, this is mostly PvP related. Like, you can report people that trespass, and then you can get blue people to kill them, essentially. Or something like that. I don't remember. You can abandon your covenant, and then you could request absolution. So, like, if you piss off an NPC, you can pay them. You can pay them to reduce your sin count, or some shit like that. Cause like there's I wouldn't call it karma, but there's somewhat of it's kind of akin to karma, but I don't know. I don't really know what to call it, but yeah. Essentially, the more you kill NPCs, the more like you're at risk of getting like invaded by blue, maybe? I'm not sure. But yeah, just to give background about this game, I love this game so much. I remember watching a friend play it on their PS3, and I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna buy it. And I bought it. Prepare to Die edition, or the expansion pack, Artorias of the Abyss, was just announced, and it was like a huge deal. So that's when like I got into it. And then I bought the PC edition, the first PC edition, that was incredibly broken, like hilariously broken, honestly. And it is basically one of my favorite games of all time, like easily top 5. Without a doubt, it is a top 5 game for me. So yeah, I love Dark Souls. It is a winter autumn game for me. I genuinely love this game, and it's a very silly game. And I don't really know the sequels that well, so I'm trying to do this little thing where I have beat every Dark Souls game, but I played 1 the most, and I've kind of played 2 and 3, and I was like, okay, and then I never revisited them. So I'm trying to do this whole journey because I want to fully revisit them. Dark Souls 2 and 3 especially, with the DLC, because I've never played those games and beaten them completely with the DLC. So I am excited. I can't wait. I would like to fully complete it, and then by the time I finish all 3, I'd like to play Elden Ring again. Apparently there's an Elden Ring event or something mid January or late January. I hope they release the expansion's release date. I kind of doubt it, unless they're just that good at planning. So we'll see. And I would like to play Sekiro. I've gotten halfway through Sekiro and I fell off of it. So I'd like to play it again. Because Sekiro is a vibe for sure. And I like how the game is. And I would love to play it some more. Okay. Because Sekiro it's so, like, I love, people always say FromSoft is great because of Dark Souls and whatnot. But I like to think that when you think of FromSoft as a company, they're very good as a company doing things that aren't, like, okay, so, you know, they made the Souls genre, right? But that's not all they're good at. They just happen to be really good at making really good action games as well, which is what Sekiro is. Sekiro is like peak action game, and it's made by the FromSoft developers. Like, they know what they're doing with that. Bloodborne as well. Bloodborne is a very nice balance of, like, it's like a nice in-between between Sekiro aggressive combat and like Souls mechanics. I really love Bloodborne, and if I did some magic and I was able to have a capture card and stuff, I would stream Bloodborne because I genuinely love Bloodborne. And like, if I was able to play Bloodborne on PC, obviously, I think, like, for me, it's Dark Souls 1 and then Bloodborne right underneath it. And then like I love Elden Ring, but I dislike the open worldness of Elden Ring, so that's why I kind of just put it lower than Bloodborne. I'm not gonna trash players for liking the open worldness of Elden Ring. It's more like it's just not for me. I find it too big, too much. In some aspects, there's a lot of dead space because, you know, it's an open world. There's a lot of empty space. But when you get into like the dungeons and shit, though, I feel like that's the jam. But yeah, I would love to revisit Sekiro during this stuff because I think the combat is really nice. And I will probably mod the shit out of Sekiro just so I can. Okay, so if you let this guy live, you will have this little lady just disappear forever until you beat his ass in a later area and revive her. However, there's a funny trick you can do, which I'm gonna do right now. So this is, I learned this trick from a video, and it's just like, it stuck with me, right? So you can kick him off the ledge. You completely end his storyline right then and there. You can pick up his shit. You don't get his armor, but you can get his Giga ring. So the ring he carries is the Ring of Favor and Protection. This is a really, really, really strong ring that boosts basically all your like important stats. However, it breaks if you ever remove it. So the funny thing is that there is no circumstance where you will ever remove this ring. Because like, even though there's only 2 ring slots, you're not really gonna use these. There's not like a ring that you're required to use that's like giga strong, right? Unless you want to do some ninja flips, but more on that later. So like, yeah, this ring is so strong and it just makes you hella tanky and stuff. It's great. And you get it just by kicking a guy off a ledge. It's a lot easier doing it that way compared to, it's a lot better doing it that way than like letting him run amok. So I would recommend doing that personally. So let's level up our attunement a little more. Actually, no, we don't have to worry about that. You don't really get any new fire spells until later, but it's okay. It's a slow journey. Yeah, the combat is a lot more engaging. I think that's like peak FromSoft combat. It's really good. All this other combat is like really janky and stuff. The only Souls game I haven't played yet completely is Demon Souls. So I'm kind of keeping an eye on it, making sure like whenever it goes on a Giga digital sale, I'll pick it up because I want to experience the janky Souls, like the first iteration of a Souls game, full jank. I'm killing NPCs because like I kind of know that they're kind of evil, but also because I just genuinely want to see what happens because I never really kill NPCs. So this guy's bad. He's evil. He's really bad. So we're gonna kill him. We're gonna be a little fat phobic. We're just gonna kill him.
By the lords, you damn fool. Enough of you. Feel the wrath of the gods.
I want to bleed though, bro.
This can't be God.
So like later on, you encounter like a group of clerics going into the catacombs, and it doesn't go well. One of them obviously is very evil and like sells them all out and leaves them for dead. So if you continue the storyline, he ends up murdering the priest lady that you're trying to save, right? So if you kill him right then and there, like no one knows that you kind of murdered that guy. So you're kind of in the clear. But the priestess has like 2 bad endings, or like all her endings are bad, honestly. She either gets kidnapped at the end of everything. She either gets kidnapped, turning into like an abomination thanks to Seath, or she gets murdered. She gets like giga murdered. The only like quote like good ending you can give her is like just let her because she chills here, and NPCs move around a lot, especially after you clear out their inventory. So what people do because they really like her and want her to stay alive is they buy everything but one thing, so she doesn't get like giga kidnapped. At least I think that's how it goes. We'll see. Just making my rounds. I think one time I farmed for the Baldur side sword for like 2 hours and I never got it. And I was at like full discovery. I was at full humanity and I had the item rarity ring on. It was really sad, but it's okay. We're not going for it this time. I'm trying to think what weapon I should utilize later on, because eventually the sword's not going to cut it. I'm gonna try to use weapons that I normally don't use, so it'll be interesting, hopefully. So there's a Titanite demon here, just chilling here. There's a Titanite demon just chilling here. You can kill it now or you can run right past it. I'm probably gonna try killing it now. It can do a little command grab on you. Has very janky hitboxes. Like, it can hit from behind and shit. Like, it's not great. It can shoot lightning, which is relatively harmless compared to its other attacks, honestly. Yeah, this is a little, like, unblockable attack. He, like, pins you into the ground. Yeah, he's a very janky fight. He drops Demon Titanite, which is very nice for upgrading boss weaponry. I think normally he's weak to electricity. I don't remember. He has a rare chance to... Ouchie. Ouch. He has a rare chance of dropping his Titanite Fork, I think it's called. But yeah, well, we're only killing him for Demon Titanite at this point. Okay, the awesome forest. Where you get attacked by killer trees that can command grab you if you're not careful. This is where you can get the ranger outfit, if I remember correctly. There is a Titanite lizard hanging out around here. It's normally very, very fast. I think that's it. Like, you have to book it to get to him. And he can disappear very easily. Luckily, we got him. Ooh, nice. Titanite chunk and Twinkling Titanite is always good. So you're not really supposed to go down here. I mean, I say you're not supposed to go down here, but basically the magic of Souls games is you can go basically anywhere you want, regardless of what level you are. So you can get the ranger set. You can get the leather armor. I think this set is kind of cute. It's pretty basic, but it's kind of cute. Nah, that makes us medium roll. He comes with the loot comes with blah, sorry. I can't talk right now. The corpse comes with a longbow as well. So if you're carrying any ammunition, it's really good for pulling. If you're a careful gamer, it's usually the best way to do things is pulling enemies one by one. If you go down here, you'll encounter a Dark Knight with a halberd. You can deal with him very easily. There's multiple ways to deal with him. You can make him like jump off the cliff. You could just repeatedly backstab him. Basically, you can do whatever, but you just like he can hurt you if you're not careful enough. But we just, you know, stab him in the dick a couple times and he dies pretty quickly. Doesn't drop the halberd. Okay, this is where you can light the bonfire. There's an elevator that leads to... I don't even know. I really don't remember. I think it leads to New Londo. Not sure. You can get one of the best shields in the game. This is the Grass Crest shield. So, it speeds up stamina very slightly. Well, it says slightly, but I truly think this like speeds up your stamina a lot. It's just a really strong shield. Stamina regeneration is just like, you know, you played Elden Ring, you know how important stamina regeneration is. So yeah, it's really strong. As a last resort shield, it's actually pretty solid. It has 95% physical block, a respectable 45% magic block, which is pretty good. But yeah, just basically an all-around really good shield. It can be like your go-to if you're a shield gamer. But yeah, and of course, increased stamina, always good. So, yeah. So now with all the goodies, we could keep going, but then we'd have to contend with the Hydra, and I really don't want to deal with the Hydra right now. So we're just going to... Ow. We're just going to deal with this stuff. Surprisingly, for some reason, these guys aren't, like, super weak to fire, which is very strange, but... It's cool, I guess. Oh, no. Bro, I thought I got command grabbed. Ah! Alright, cool. Souls here. So yeah, it's pretty standard business here. It's dark, you can't really see anything, and then you might be thinking like, oh fuck, there's no like, you know, bonfire and shit. There's a locked door here. So it's like, where's the bonfire? And then like, if you have online, usually there's a shit ton of notes that say like, hey idiot, it's here, but you know. So yeah, that's kind of cool. We're gonna activate this booby trap because I think the corpse has clumps, which we need later. Just in case. You can kind of aim your spells in this game. It's very funny, like you can beat these guys up before they like officially spawn, but like once they pop out, they're invulnerable for a little bit. Oh no, he just had a soul. It's okay, we got some clumps, which is really good. Very rarely they drop clumps that are capable of dispelling toxic, which is very handy later on when you have to go to Blight Town. Okay, so this is the fun part. It's a very wide open area. You don't really know what the fuck's going on. You can immediately miss this little detail of a tree that's alive. So you cut this thing down. It's very harmless too. It won't like try to kill you, which is a rarity in Dark Souls. It's just a weird, it's a weird tree that's alive. So like you kill it, gives you access to this like hidden passage. Fight these very strange looking frog monsters, I guess? Tadpole frog monsters. So there's another tree that's alive over here. And so sometimes like these things are moving like crazy. Like this thing might be like not even here. There's some instances where like you could just randomly be wandering around and that thing can be like way out of that, like way out where it's supposed to. So yeah, it's pretty peaceful back here until you get near the water's edge. That's when you can fight more of these. These guys drop stamina, restore like clumps of grass that, yeah, green blossom. Green blossom hastens your stamina. The weed, basically. They give you weed. So if you don't get the shield, you'll most likely be able to get some of the grass, which is handy too. Because if you use the grass, you don't need to use the shield. This guy's in the way. We're going to try killing him. Which might be a little hard, given the circumstances. Flames don't do that much damage. It's okay though. Funny, I love ragdoll physics in this game. Like, I love the Souls ragdoll physics. They're so good. So yeah, you basically... Oh, not right here. There is a passage within the mountain. There it is. I think this is the Night Ring or the Wolf Ring. I don't know what it's called, but it is a ring that increases your equipment burden, which is really good. Oh, I didn't think he'd do the follow-up swing. So basically, this is a pretty standard fight until you see him cast a spell. I forgot what the spell is called. I think it's called like Peaceful Walk or something. Basically, it like reduces you to a crawl. You can't move and you can't roll. So if you're fighting one of those guys and that hits you, kind of in trouble. But if not, you're fine. So yeah, the Wolf Ring increase. Oh no, it increases your poise. I'm sorry. I'm dumb. So this is one of the special rings granted to the 4 Knights of Gwyn. It belongs to the sickest guy, Artorias the Abyss Walker. He likes wolves, you know, and I like wolves. So the thing gives you poise. Poise is really strong in this game. Basically, any amount of poise will just give you super armor. Like, or once you get to a certain threshold, which is really easy in this game, you can basically be like just super armor. Super armorified, I guess, would be the best way of saying it. So yeah, it's very strong. It's it's a really strong ring. So this snake thing is alive. We're gonna kill it. You can get a partisan, which is not as good as the halberd. Alright, so the big loot is basically in the center of all of this. It's the elite knight armor set. Basically, it's the armor set that was on the box cover. So we're just gonna take that real quick and run as fast as we can. Otherwise, you'd have to fight like a shit ton of forest knights. Which, you know, I'm not that guy. I don't want to be that guy. Hey, that's cool. Okay, so that's cool. So this is obviously one of my favorite sets in the game. I love the knight armor set. It's very nice. Comes with a shit ton of poise too. Like the chest piece itself gives you like 20 poise. A lot. But yeah, this is the signature armor set of the Souls games. Or Dark Souls 1, actually. Yeah. Yeah, it looks cool. You look the part. But yeah. Fuck, I'll wear it. I'll be a weeb. Funny enough, I don't think a samurai set is introduced until much later. Blech. Yeah, let's take out the helmet. There we go. I don't think this is cutting it. Let's just. I don't have it enhanced, so yeah, I'll just stick with the sword. Yeah, that does a shit ton of damage. Jesus. As expected. I do want my fast roll though, so we're probably gonna. Yeah, I like my fast roll. Yeah, Tranquil Walk, I think it's called. Yeah, when he's doing that, just hit him a shit ton of times. Make sure he doesn't have like a follow-up to this. Okay, we're gonna summon one of my favorite NPCs in the game. This is just a Phantom too. She has lore too. Phantom Witch Beatrice is really cool. She's based off, apparently, she's based off the Golden Witch from Umaneko, which is why she's called Beatrice. She is incredibly strong. If her AI works, she is one of the strongest NPCs that you can ever summon, because she just bombards the she just like bombards the enemy with a shit ton of spells. So this is a pretty standard boss fight. You're getting shot with lasers until you can attack the butterfly. So you're just basically chilling out. If you have Beatrice, she's like launching spells and shit. You can probably help out too if you have spells of your own. Yeah, so you can just bomb the shit out of that thing. Very easy fight. Thank you, Witch Beatrice. You're the coolest. So basically with that, you can go all the way up here. You can get a large ember and I think a key. I don't remember. It's like kind of weird. Like, what's the implications of this? You see a guy with the exact same model as the other blacksmith. Could just be a placeholder, or it could just be copy pasta NPC designs. But like, you know, we didn't know back then. So it's like seeing that is kind of neat. You get the Watchtower basement key, and a divine ember, and a homeward bone, which is a very obvious sign that you should use the homeward bone to like go back, right? So yeah, we're gonna go back. Before we do that though, we'll look at the key. This is the one that locked the a hero turned hollow who was locked away by a dear friend for his own good, of course. So you don't really know about that. You can access the tower early if you have the master key, which you can get if you start out as a thief, or you know, you can start out as a thief or select it as your gift, right? So yeah, that's a thing. When I used to really want to be a content creator, I definitely wanted to like have like a vibe, like have a chill vibe and stuff, and just talk about stuff. And it's like I wanted to do it with like Dark Souls, funny enough, which is like it was kind of funny thinking about it because like Dark Souls is like it can easily turn into like a toxic cesspool of like opposing ideas and opinions. But like I don't know, I just it's a really chill game and like I don't really try to reach out and state my opinions to other people. Kind of keep to myself. Which I think is like one of the better ways to enjoy this game, in my opinion. Communities suck. It's only until you find like your own little circle of people to enjoy a game with is when you find the most fun. I think.
My, that's a rare ember you have there. I've seen one of those before. Might you? I can produce it. Well, you've made it.
So now you can turn things into divine weapons, which is kind of neat. It changes their scaling to divine or faith, I guess. But we're not going to really do that. So for now, we're going to upgrade our straight sword. And we're going to continue on our way. Oh, yeah. I keep thinking flask drinking is a lot faster. But... So if I get this next part right, we're gonna go back to the beginner area, which I personally think is really funny because this was like a giga secret. Well, I wouldn't really call it a giga secret. Maybe it was considered like a big secret back in the day when people didn't really know about shit. But the way you go back to the tutorial area just kills me. Because like you wouldn't know on, especially like on a when everything is blind and you don't know anything, right? Like you wouldn't know that that was what you had to do. I think I might have to take off some armor though. I'd like to just move easier. I don't really remember if there's an easier way to do this. I think you could just like roll onto it, but I personally jump because I'm insane. So yeah, you can just go up here. You rest in the nest. Just chill for a bit. Yeah, and you just get abducted back to the undead parish. Or the asylum, sorry. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, you're back here. Monsters are giga strong, so you gotta be a little careful. Like, these torch guys can, like, 3-shot you. Well, I don't know if they could 3-shot you, but they hit hard, so you gotta be careful. Torch hollows are, unironically, torch hollows are like one of the most dangerous enemies in the game. Okay, so you rest up here. If you go exploring around the asylum, there's like brand new enemies here. It's hinted that if the knight hadn't freed you from the prison cell, you would have literally had to face these guys. They would have been guarding everything, right? Making escape virtually impossible. But because you were able to get out before these guys, like, somehow get over here, it's fine. But still, it's kind of a crazy thought if you think about it. You know what's funny is, like, I'm really good at parrying, or I like to think I'm really good at parrying in this game, but I can't parry very well in any other Souls game. It's kind of funny. All right, so we got the first Black Knight weapon, Black Knight sword. Even though they call it a Black Knight sword, for other people that are not Black Knights, this is a great sword. It was used to face chaos demons. Great sword, the Black Knights who wander Lordran. It does a shit ton of damage. It has, like, yeah, it does a shit ton of damage. This is considered a special weapon, if I remember correctly. So you can use Twinkling Titanite for it. It's just a very strong weapon. So yeah, that's kind of cool. The next thing is the guy that originally died. I forgot his name. I think his name's Oscar, maybe? He's alive again, and you have to deal with him. It's like a full-on PvP match. I guess this is a mirror match, too. He heavy rolls, and he uses his little Astora sword pretty crazily. But you can easily dispatch him. He doesn't have a flask because he took it, which is kind of funny. This is the most boring PvP match ever. So yeah, he Giga dies, and he drops the Crest Shield. The Crest Shield, while it doesn't really look that special, it is actually one of the enchanted blue shields. So it has a very high magic reduction, which is really cool. Has really good stability as well. And it just, you know, it looks cool. That's a good buff. So yeah. So yeah, his ass is extra dead. I forgot that ball was there. I forgot it respawns. So, there's really nothing else up here going on unless you picked up the key on the rooftop in the starting area. Basically what that key does is it unlocks a door over here. It gives you a ring that isn't super, it's not super obvious of how good it is. It's a very niche ring. But it's very good in terms of, convenience, I guess. So if we use this key, go down here, we'll find the Rusted Iron Ring. So the Rusted Iron Ring improves balance on poor footing. For some reason, it just gives you better footing in swamps or areas like water-filled areas. you know, it's a video game. So yeah, it's really good in like 2 or 3 specific areas, but then after that, it's kind of whatever. So I am going to clear out the bottom. Actually, I don't think I can. I think you have to defeat the boss first to get the key. So yeah, I'm gonna do my best with this, but I have a feeling I might giga die, but we'll see. Let's see how this works. Oh, this is gonna take forever. I think because this guy has actual like magic defense, maybe. Oh no! Don't hit me. Thank you. Yeah, that works. Yeah, okay. Does that stack with this? I wonder. Let's see. Lightning is good on against demons. I don't know if it bleeds. Ooh. I guess it does. That's convenient. Kind of just lock him in place. It's really funny. Like his AI just like kind of breaks. So it's like definitely like a boss that feels intimidating, but it really isn't. Like, if you know how to do some, if you know how to space yourself, he's relatively harmless. If you get him to do the butt slam too, he's a lot easier. So yeah, super giga easy. A very, very, very optional boss. Okay, he doesn't have the key, but he does have the Titanite slab, which is very important. He's one of the very few sources of Titanite slabs that's like a guaranteed Titanite slab. It's basically an heirloom of a nameless blacksmith deity. Weapons forged with this slab become rare legendary weapons. So yeah, it's really cool. The domain of the gods, which is like really cool. But yeah, you can get these very rarely from enemies, but this is one of the few like guaranteed places where you can get it. So it's pretty cool. So the only reason why that took like that was a lot faster was because of the bleed effect from the Uchi katana. So which is really nice. I believe this doesn't really have much of a brisk slashing motions. It cuts beautifully. Yeah, but it has low durability. But the low durability thing doesn't really, it's not really a big thing to worry about until you get to Dark Souls 2, where frame rate just accelerates how fast your weapon breaks. Okay, so the final thing here left is fighting this Dark Knight. Just gonna get him out of the way. We gotta get that item back there, basically. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Ah! Please. I just want to heal, brother. That was close. What'd you say, baby? I don't know. It's still July 1st, or it's just still January 1st, right? Yeah, that sucks. It is a work night. So this gives you the peculiar doll. It is a very, very strange key item, but it is needed to get to the one of the optional areas in this game. It doesn't really like come into play until a little later, but it's kind of neat. I have two Dark Knight swords, which is kind of cool, but I'm not really going to. I might use one of them. Let's see, what's the scaling? It is 1218, so let's try to get to that. Wait, is it really 1218? 2018. I was like, what? Okay, so being able to, get to this amount of strength and dexterity is good because I can use it if I two-hand it. I love Dark Souls and Souls games in general, where it's like, hey, if you two-hand it, you can use it, right? It's nice. So basically, if you're able to two-hand it, so if you two-hand something, it multiplies your strength by 1.5, I believe. So yeah, that's the attack that sucks. So yeah, I like Souls games that let me do that. It's really nice. Holy. It's so heavy, though. I might use it when the when Astora Greatsword, when the Astora sword doesn't cut it. But right now, it's like a really heavy weapon. So, oh shit, bro. Yeah, they're firing off like giga fireworks tonight, which is kind of crazy. It's like a work night, bro. But whatever. What do I know? Okay, so the cool thing, so now that we got that key a while back, that unlocks the lower city, we are going to open the door to that area in just a bit. Oh yeah, I forgot. You can upgrade. You can actually upgrade armor in this game, but I don't usually do that. Can I poise right through this? Actually. Oh well, I didn't get hit, but. Oh, I guess we'll never know, huh? I'm gonna take some equipment off just so I can run faster. There you go. Don't really know exactly the poise values, like how much poise do you need to armor through an attack, but that'd take like calculations that I don't have the knowledge for. Very rarely, if you kill an enemy as well, they can give you humanity, which is really cool. That's really cool. Like, that's such a cool skybox. Okay, so the key that we got a while back is used for this. Normally, you'd have to, like, kite... You'd either have to kill the dragon by now to clear the bridge, or you can, bait him into moving to the other side repeatedly. Taking the long way around is advisable because you can't really outrun his flame breath attack, and it will most likely kill you. So, now that we have unlocked the other side of the gate, which is a poorly, like, what is this door, dude? Like, this door, like, you could just easily, like, just, like, oops, and then fall. Which is fine, I guess, but it's still kind of weird. So, in the lower city, you're fighting against, doggos that, well, like, they love to do the hit and run. So that's kind of annoying. So there's you can use the residence key from a shopkeeper. Very funny implication. It seems like this guy's just trapped, right? But if he was trapped, then like, why is this? Who's this guy? Like, who's this guy? Did you kill him?
Thank you. I am Griggs of Vinheim. I am thanks to you. Oh, hello. I'm fine. I have much beside.
So, he supposedly has an important task at hand and stuff, but I think it's revealed that he might be like an assassin or like a sorcerer hunter or something. Cause like he has a hush spell, I believe. Like if you like fight him, like if you aggro him and anger him and you fight him, right? He apparently has a spell that muffles his footsteps and stuff. So it's like kind of like hinted that he is like not as, it's not as simple. He's not like a straightforward like magic guy, right? There's more than what is on the surface with that guy. But it's very vague because Dark Souls loves to be vague, which is cool. Like, I like it, but it's very interesting. Because he's supposed to look for Big Hat Logan and whatnot, but he is like the way he fights and stuff is very reminiscent of like the little sect of the Magic Academy that like they either hunt other magic users or they're there to like kill magic users, certain magic users. Okay, so this part is where you get ambushed by thieves. So what you can do is you can stab through the door like so. So doing so will drastically reduce the threat. So I think you're only fighting one thief instead of like like 3. Kind of basic. They can parry you. They have a really cool parry animation, but they're pretty harmless. They like throwing daggers at you and stuff. Mailbreaker, a very specifically weird niche. I think it's like it's technically like a dagger or something, but it's not really that good. There's nothing in here. But yeah, the lower city has seen better days. Yeah, so more gets open. Dog tries to attack you. They throw daggers at you. That's kind of cool, I guess. Yeah, like that's when they like might parry your ass, but they're pretty harmless. I believe in one of these buildings is the thief set, which is the black leather set. Yes, it is. And the Tarjay shield. This is a really good shield because this like it's very easy to parry with this, or it's a lot easier to parry with this shield. The parry animation is very like it's quite different from like the normal parry animation. So yeah, it's pretty cool. The black leather armor is one of my favorite sets in the game. It has like, it's very like, the stats are similar, but it just looks cooler. I always like using the black leather set. I think the male version gets like a cool hood, and then the female version gets like the mask, which is cool. Okay. So coming up next is one of the more annoying boss fights in the game. There's various ways to handle this. You can use, you can toss stuff over the gate. Like you can throw dung at them and poison them. You can throw the alluring skulls. I'm gonna try. I don't think it'll work effectively, but we'll see. So yeah, what I like to do is I like to make a straight beeline to the stairs. Like so. And you know, I just like to, you know, like to be in this little corner. Alright, cool. So basically the immediate threats are just gone now. You just have to fight the Capra Demon, which is a lot easier when there's not 2 dogs nipping at you. In fact, you can just like... Music's pretty sick. Yeah, you can just bomb him now. Which is like really funny. He goes down pretty quickly. It's just the dogs that are dangerous. Very rarely he can drop his weapon, which is a pretty decent strength weapon, I believe. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, another pretty easy boss. Nothing really to write home about. The only thing that's infamous about him is the dogs. So this is a little trap here. It's very tricky, but it's pretty easily solved. Yeah, just set them on fire. Go about your day. Then here, you can unlock the door that blocks the other side of the sewer. I guess it's a sewer. I'm not really sure how to describe it. It's just a long walk down here. I don't remember it being all the way down here, but whatever. Yeah, just unlock the door. So now you have a convenient shortcut. And then over here you get a NPC. That's very handy. It's a undead merchant that likes to hit on you. Okay, she has really useful stuff. So she has the toxin moss clump. It's really strong. The dung pie. So that's pretty interesting. Throwing knife, that's poison. The alluring skull, charcoal pine resin. Transient curse, which allows you to fight ghost enemies if you do not have a cursed weapon. This is really good. It's really good. This is strong in PvP. And like some random shit, humanity as well. The most important thing really is like you want to stock up on some poison arrows for a later thing. But everything else that she sells, relatively useful in my opinion. So if you deal with enemies that have toxin, you can toxic yourself with the dung pie. It's a lot weaker as a toxin compared to getting hit with enemy toxin attacks. So that's something to think about. But if you're sick with it, like me, you don't really need that. I'm kidding. I get toxic sometimes, but we have 2 blooming moss clumps, so that's really good. That's good. But we're gonna get some poison arrows because this is useful for a certain thing that we will have to do later. I'm gonna play it safe because my aim is bad, and I'm probably gonna buy like 30. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I don't think there's anything special. There might be, I don't remember. If you buy everything or if you talk to someone enough and they like you enough, they'll give you items. I'm not sure. I know that applies to Dark Souls 2, but I'm not sure if it applies to Dark Souls 1. So we're going into the depths. This is when the game kind of turns, kind of gets a little crazy with it. Things start to hit way harder. So you gotta be a little more careful. This is also where you can get invaded if you're unlucky. If you're in a certain level band, you can get, like, fucked over by an invasion here. But you can only really get invaded if you're a human. Which I am, but I'm not playing online. But it's just something to think about. Yeah, these torch hollows are giga strong, so it's very recommended that you have like like any type of shield to like block shit so you don't get bodied. I'm gonna equip the rusted ring because we're about to go into some watery areas. There's a little butcher guy here. You can probably like backstab them. I think if you take like a running jump, or they could just get mad, I guess, and attack you. Like whatever. These guys have a command grab too. They're relatively dangerous, but they shouldn't be that bad if you're like good enough. Yeah, if they hit you with that little red thing, they will command grab you. I think. I don't remember. Can I backstab you? Alright, thanks. I don't really know how to parry. Yeah, I'm pretty bad at parrying these guys. I believe they can drop the burlap sack randomly, or maybe I think one of them has a guaranteed chance of dropping it, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so they're cooking up something fierce over here. I don't even think this thing has anything in it. It's kind of funny. There's a secret path down here. I forgot where it takes you, but we're not going to take it yet. I think this is the large ember? Yeah, so now you can plus 10 stuff, which is really nice. So yeah, in this area, normally it would slow you down considerably. But we have the rusted ring, so we're good. Funny enough, this is where I got invaded. My first invasion took place here. And like I like owned this guy, and then he like just ran through here. And he healed, or like he just made me aggro all the monsters and stuff. It was really funny and kind of sad at the same time. So there's a guy just hanging out up there. So let's get him real quick. Kill him. Get the sack. I think this offers like 0 protection, or actually it offers a little bit. 2 eye holes. They're man-eating cooks lurking in the depths. Which is like really funny. There should... I think that's all of them. If you let that guy just chill up there, he'll like try to stab you in the back.
You must help me.
So it's recommended that you roll into the barrel and not hit him, because you might kill him.
I would have been a supper without you. Been eaten alive. Thank you. I am Lorenz. Oh well.
So yeah, you'll meet him back in the Firelink Shrine. He sells pyromancy, which is really important for us because I'd like to use pyromancy. I think he's referring to the butchers, so that just kind of confirms that the butchers are female or something, I think. So that's kind of neat. Let's see here. I'm gonna go down that little pit. Like I said, I don't really remember where it leads me, but you know, just for fun, we're gonna do it. We've been doing pretty well for ourselves. We haven't died yet. Knock on wood. Yeah. So I'm just gonna... Oh yeah, this is where the giant rat is. This is where you can get the spider shield as well. So the spider shield is cool. I believe it's the starting shield for bandits, I want to say. It has really strong poison resistance, so you want to use that for Blighttown. You can do a critical hit on this rat who was unlucky enough to get an axe to the eye. Kind of crazy. But yeah. Yeah, if you stab it from above, you instantly kill it, which is cool. He drops a humanity. Sewer chamber key. This is useful to unlock the bonfire door. Yeah, just like random shit. This is where, you know, if you're not paying attention, you can fall down here and you will not have a good time. Or down there. I can't remember, but if you fall down one of those holes, you're not gonna have a good time. Oh, let's go backwards. I don't want to fight. Like, those rats are giga buffed, so we're gonna avoid them for now. This is where I can get invaded by Kirk, I believe. We'll see. There's a lot of good chances of getting humanity up here, because the rats love dropping humanity. Get the great axe here. It's not really that good though, if I remember correctly. Let's see. It has CE scaling. It's not bad, but it's a great axe. It's not as cool as a sword, you know? So yeah, with that key, we can unlock this door. I believe if you have the master key, you can unlock this door. I'm not 100% sure though. This is where you can fight a shit ton of slimes as well. The slimes will get you, it'll be a healthy supply of Titanite shards if you fight them a lot, so. So we're gonna kindle this, just because. Alright, and we're going to put another point in strength. I might put one more point in attunement later on, because attunement unlocks attunement slots, which is really handy. We're going to be, you know, if we're going to be casting some spells, we're going to want a lot of slots, so. Ow. Ow. This is where you fight the giant rats that are going to be buffed by the channeler. That's a little annoying. Yeah, fuck that guy. I think one time, like, I was like playing through this game really quickly. I think I got two-shotted by a rat that had the strength buff. It was fucked up. Alright, cool. I think there's a rat in this box. Yep. So if you don't kill the channeler, he's going to be buffing the boss of this area. It's fucked up. Large Titanite shield. Shard, not shield. Yeah, this boss will get buffed if you do not deal with him. Deal with the trident guy. You know, sometimes the rats run away from you. I wonder what's the cause of that. I'm kind of curious. Normally the slimes are annoying to fight, but we have fire, so normally you can take them out with like a fire bomb or something as well if you want. Right, and you can slide on the side here. Yeah, if you let the slime fall on you, it does like a command grab, and it doesn't do that much damage. It's just kind of annoying. And then you can talk to this merchant. He's pretty cool. He's like one of the most normal people. He sells you golden pine resin, bottomless box, crystal. Like if you like really need it, the crystal weapons, which are they break really quickly, but they're very strong. Then he sells his own armor, which is kind of cool. And gold pine resin, which is good for the next boss coming up. But he sells boss armor as well. So if you kill certain bosses, you can buy their armor, which is really cool. Ow. Which means if you want 200% or 100% this game, you have to like basically complete the game like at least twice, I believe. So yeah, it's kind of cool. Supposed to be invaded by that one guy. I'm very surprised he's not invading. I don't really know how to trigger him. Oh well. We'll figure it out. This is where you could fight these guys that will giga curse you if you're not careful. Yeah, they like jumping at you. Oh, there he is. So this guy will roll into you and do collision damage because of his armor. Very silly. He's a very silly guy. So just kind of show him what silly people do. Rarely he can drop his weapon and stuff, which is cool, but it is very rare. Oh, okay. That's cool. So yeah, he drops his sword. That's kind of neat. I didn't think I'd get his sword like that. Okay. Nice. I think that was the first time I ever got his sword. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, getting cursed was like such a huge deal back then. Like it was like giga scary if you got cursed because there's only so many ways to remove it, and like people were freaking out. They're like, "Oh my god, what do I do? I've been cursed." But it's actually it's really hard to get cursed in this version of the game. Like you have to like sit still and hope that they like hit you with the curse attack, basically. Even if you get ganged up by a lot of them, like again, it's really hard to get cursed. So yeah, it's just kind of interesting how it's kind of interesting how it ballooned into that like situation, I guess, you know. Yeah, like of course, like if you like jump in there, like yeah, your ass is gonna die. But you know what's funny? I think these guys are in Elden Ring too. Like the whole ass model. It's been a while since I played Elden Ring. It's been like a year and a half. So it's kind of interesting. If we keep going through this area, I believe you can find a ring, which is nice. I don't really remember what the ring does, but hey, it's nice to have, I guess. Oh, okay, cool. Oh yeah, that I believe it restores your HP whenever you swing The HP restoration itself is pretty minute, but it's a neat ring, I guess. I remember the first time I dropped down here, I was like scared, and I just boned out, and I was like, nah, I ain't dealing with it. Like I was like giga scared, which is it's funny because again, it's relatively harmless. Humanity. I think item discovery caps at 10 humanity, like, or at least there's diminishing returns after 10 humanity. But yeah, it's kind of surprised. I'm kind of surprised how I was able to get the barbed straight sword. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Okay, now we gotta deal with the asylum, or the gaping dragon, or whatever it's called. I don't remember what the dragon's called. Thought there was something up here, but I guess I'm tripping. You can summon Solaire again, which we will probably do. Heavy crossbow. Okay, let's summon Solaire. Go through here. This is a much more intimidating boss than it looks. It's fairly easy. He does hit kind of hard, but you just sprint and run around him a couple times. I believe this is where you find the warrior gear. Yeah, hard leather. So I would like to think this is where, like, a past incarnation died. Wasn't good enough to fight the gaping dragon, I guess. The most dangerous attack the dragon has is definitely the tail whip. But you can chop that tail off and it renders him pretty harmless. There you go. So basically that's like a significant threat, like down. You can hit his face too for a good amount of damage as well. His charge attack is honestly the most damaging thing. Like as you can see, Solaire's getting bodied by it. This is also another enemy that's susceptible to bleeding, if I remember correctly. If he slams his head down, you can hit the shit out of it for a ton of damage. I don't remember if this guy has like a critical animation. I want to say he does, but could be very wrong. I think he's about to barf, yeah. Bro, Solaire, you fat rolling? What are you doing, man? Yeah, he hit that shit. Normally they're scaling like doubles to you summon somebody, so this would have actually gone a lot quicker, funny enough. Alright, so that's the, oh shit, my weapon broke. So that, I suppose that, that stuff. Or it said my weapon. Oh no, my pyromancy flame broke. So yeah. I forgot that breath actually damages your equipment, but since it's a pyromancy flame, I don't think it's like I don't think it'll fuck me over. So I almost forgot the way out of here. Alright, so we got the Blighttown key and the dragon great axe or whatever. One of the rare weapon dragons. It's a distant deformed descendant of the everlasting dragons. It is also giga heavy. It does a shit ton of, it has a ton of raw damage, but it's also like, it has a 50 strength requirement. So you can get to like 35 strength, I think, and then two-hand it, but yeah. It's a very heavy weapon. Oh yeah, the Blighttown key, because I like reading. Even the polluted inhabitants of the depths are aware of its dangers, and they made that huge door. I don't know how the gaping dragon swallowed it, but yeah. So we're going into a place that even the people in the depths are scared, like they want nothing to do with this place, which is really, I think that's really funny. This is also where you can giga die, as like these guys love doing push. They can push you back very easily. I like to just run past them. I believe they can drop their Great Club, and it's actually a decent strength weapon. Or maybe that's in Dark Souls 2, where it's a decent strength weapon. I don't remember. But yeah. And they also have dung pies, which is kind of funny. I'm not really good at pairing them, but let's see. So this is where all the toxic enemies are, so you're gonna have to tread lightly. It shouldn't be too bad, but I've been known to mess up this area a couple times. So you just kind of run around with your shield up, because just randomly you just get shot in the side by a asshole. These guys definitely have command grabs, I definitely remember that. They also like hitting you with corpses and shit, which is really funny. I'd honestly like to use the souls I've gathered real quick, though. Yeah, as you can see, there's a blow dart guy over there. Okay, so this is where you can do that running jump to get the other katana, which you really don't have to do that, because... Oh, shit. Damn it. I didn't mean to kick. I wanted to, fucking do a running slash. I think this is the game where if you actually mash, you can get out of... You can take less damage from stuff, I think. I might have to refer to Illusionary Walls' video about it, but I think that's the case. Which is really... Like, you wouldn't think mashing would get you out of stuff in this game, but it does. I think. So, yeah, I'm just gonna go over here. Yeah, even if you block shit, it still gives you toxic status, so you have to be very careful. Thankfully, for the most part, if you kill these guys, they rarely drop toxic curing items, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, if you do a running jump, you can hopefully get that. That's where the katana is, so. Oh, okay. Is that how you're gonna be? I don't know why that guy was resting in a pot, but just kill him, get him out of the way. Okay. Bonfire's over there. Trying my best not to just fall in an infinite pit. Alright, cool. We're here. We're in the middle of Blight Town. We're underneath all sorts of shit. And this is where we're gonna end the stream. Because, I got to a good point. So. Put more points into strength. Go from there. Okay, we can get more HP or we can get more strength. I'm gonna get more strength. I still don't know what weapon I'd like to use, but we'll see. It's just, you know, it's just a matter of fact of rediscovering all the weapons and going from there. So, I'm gonna call it for the stream. It's almost been active for 2.5 hours and I'm kind of tired. So, yeah, I'm go rest. Y'all have a nice night. And, yeah, again, Happy New Year's. See ya.